Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tousi TV. We are live from Cardiff outside the Senate where Mark Drakeford has actually fled the country. I'm going to get into that in a second, but we are here with all the farmers and the supporters of the farming community, and we've got the Welsh Conservatives and of course all the other supporters of the Welsh farmers who are now here. They're going to be making speeches from the stage and I'm going to be showing you around exactly what's going on, who's here, and of course in terms of all the signs and everything else. Can you confirm in the live chat whether you can see and hear me, because I don't really see any live messages. Yeah, I don't see any live messages. Oh, there we go. I think I can see. I'm going to assume you can hear me. Right, so before we start, because obviously there's going to be the stage, if you can save my spot here. I'm going to show you around first. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go together. Oh no, we got the... Oh, hi, how are you? We got a lot of supporters of Tousi TV here. Okay, this we're going to get copyrighted because of the song, as usual. I don't understand why protests need to have songs. Every protest, there's a song. All right, let's go here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting copyrighted. All right, let's go here. Let me show you around. No farmers, no food. A huge crowd, they're still joining the protests. Let's go on this side. No farmers, no food, no future. Alright, sorry guys. Alright, let's go. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just going to go that way. It's not easy walking through this guy. We've got more people over there. Huge crowd. Thousands and thousands of Welsh farmers, families and supporters of the farming community have come here outside the building, outside Senate, to show their opposition to Mark Drakeford, policies of the government and globalism. Let's go here. I'm going to show you more. Before their speeches actually start, obviously I'm going to go back to the stage and see what's happening there, but for now I'm showing you guys the crowd. I did see one person from BBC Wales here, because the building is obviously next door, but we'll see how they're going to report this. I'm going to explain exactly what we're dealing with, because the problem we've had with this protest is Mark Drakeford, the First Minister of Wales, decided over the last couple of days to insult the farmers, saying the farmers have nothing better to do, and he basically said, you know, that he's not going to support any of this. And this morning, obviously we are outside the Senate. Mark Drakeford fled the country. He has escaped to Brussels despite the fact that we are not members of the European Union. But Mark Drakeford thinks his time will be better spent in the EU, in Brussels, than in Cardiff. Okay, this is not helping with the copyright, this music. I'm going to have to appeal it later. But let's go. Let me show you. No farmers, no food again. Amarohi. The Welsh are still here. See the crowd. Huge crowd. According to Mark Drakeford's people, this is the far right, apparently. If you listen to the mainstream narrative, of course it's not true. Right, sorry guys. I'm just going to go to the front again. Sorry guys. Excuse me. Sorry guys. Right, we're going to go back to the stage. That's where the speeches are going to start in the next couple of minutes. Now, in case you don't know, this protest obviously has been triggered by government policies and, of course, globalism. Subsidies being withdrawn at the same time. Cheap foreign imports are destroying the industries and, of course, the agriculture. And of course, raising taxes, net zero policies. All this is harming the backbone of Britannia. Okay, let's go back to the stage. I think they're going to get ready now to start. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, mate. Alright. The music is still going. That is terrible. My biggest fear is that sometimes the copyright claims will actually block the video afterwards. So this video might not actually stay live on YouTube. Oh. Sorry, again.
Hold on, I'll see what they think.
Alright, we're back now, Sorry. There we go. Drakeford doesn't give a duck. Amazing. No more flags. The other sign says, say no to Drakeford, the dictator. No farmers, no food. We also have some signs in Welsh.
Davos. Yeah, you went Davos, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were filming with my mate, Sir Ross.
Yeah.
He's a good lad.
There we go, this is the stage.
Yeah.
He likes to drink, doesn't he?
I fucking love it.
We've got the speakers
Keep him
getting
off the
ready.
drink, you've got a good lad. As much as you can.
Yeah, as much as you can, that's the thing, to get you on.
Yeah.
Thousands of Welsh farmers and their families
No encouragement either.
come out from all over the country.
Encouraging me. Oh yeah.
Has Evian got hats on?
I don't know. By the way, the rain is absolutely being irritating. But of course, despite the weather, everybody is still here.
They got rid of.
Yeah. Well, I got nicked for it.
Did you?
Yeah, there was 4 and 5 arrests.
Can you take my number and drop me some? Do you text with Yeah, no.
We've got some of the assembly members,
next week.
Of course, the Conservatives are here to support the farmers.
That's the word at the moment. Well, I'll tell you what are you on Twitter?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you joined us now, this is not the whole crowd. There's a huge crowd towards that way and also this way, behind us. You can't really see them. And all the tractors are parked towards the right side of that building. After the speeches, we're going to go towards the tractors because we've got thousands and thousands of tractors who come to Cardiff.
30 people from Clackley here.
We got Andrew Davis.
C Smiles underscore, yeah?
Yes. Underscore news. What with the?
Yeah,
because that will be interesting, especially they're going to go back. That'll be a good one to do.
I got Mark Drakeford over there.
they moved a load of beds
Just
in,
measuring your land so I can take 20% of it.
That's one of the... Remember they said they pulled the flag?
Where is he stood in front? With the grey hair. Oh, right, yeah.
They're taking a group photo on the stage.
So the crime was sitting on a
And I don't know if you noticed, there are a number of boots over
There
there.
was a leak inside the hotel, so the police wanted to switch it off. The testers didn't want to switch it off. So we had a 70-year-old woman, she's here now actually with her husband. She sat on the same thing that a big bloke sat on, they only nicked the bloke. It doesn't fit the narrative sort of thing.
Yeah,
They only arrested
it's
him.
bad optics, isn't it, if they take an old lady?
And there was loads of old ladies.
They tend to be the biggest freedom fighters.
Yeah.
The women, it's terrible.
Enough is enough, the sign says. the Welsh have spoken. And as you can see, no Palestinian flags or rainbow flags. Although, let me show you the actual Senate over there. I'm going to zoom in. You can see certain flags. We got the rainbow flag. Mark Drakeford has put it up. We got the Ukrainian flag, and of course the Welsh flag. And behind that pillar is the Union flag. We also have a couple of other Union flags in the protest, obviously, as you guys saw earlier, towards that side.
Island proper.
Oh yeah.
The accused rape.
Thank you. Cheers, thank you.
The girl that might have been abused was arrested over.
We got Gareth Wynne-Jones, very popular here, obviously. I'm sure some of you already follow his channel.
True, like they're going to cover it up.
We also obviously have a lot of Tousi TV supporters who have already come out to say hi, which has been lovely, by the way. Oh, they're all running. Why are they running? I think it's time for their exercise. There we go. Yeah, the area around the Senate has been completely taken over by the farmers. Absolutely crazy turnout. Yeah, they were supposed to start about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, we got a number of assembly members and politicians from different parties, mainly the Conservatives, who've come out to support. And as we said, Mark Drakeford, First Minister, has fled the country. He's gone to Brussels for meetings, despite not being in the European Union. He's too busy to show leadership here. He's actually insulted the farmers, saying the farmers have nothing else better to do with their time, apparently.
Yeah. He's always got too much to say, usually.
Why are they so late?
I hate that dick.
Yeah, I know. So, arrest them. Noise pollution. See, we got more new media, alternative media here. Oh yeah, show them the hoodie. Just stop the boats.
You get that from Sense Clothing.
Brilliant.
On Twitter.
Check it out, guys. It's just stop the boats. Got Joseph Robertson from Epoch Times. What are you doing here?
How you doing? Seems to be as big of a turnout as they expected. Yeah, I've just been speaking to one of the shadow ministers, and seems like they've got half the Senate on side. So, yeah. Apparently, the reports are that Drakeford has mellowed to the policies in recent days. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, we'll find out. So far, he's fled the country, and we got GB News over here. We need Tousi TV umbrellas like GB News. We're gonna have. The thing is, we on Tousi TV, we're not soft. I will report in the rain with no umbrellas.
Brilliant, that's fine. And is Greg okay still to carry on getting shots from back there and feeding that in? Right, so nothing where you are, just in terms of wide.
Hello, sir, how are you?
Hello, sir, hi. Just wanted to get a picture.
Yeah, go on.
Thanks for coming.
No worries, thanks. a sign over there saying Welsh government destroying green. Wait, what? I can't read it. Hang on. That one. Green grass. Also, not to be annoying, but there's already a like we're covered from the rain mostly. You don't need an umbrella. Lottie in the live chat says it's a huge crowd. Yeah, absolutely. You can't see the rest of it, by the way, because they're over there. When you go down, there's more people over there, and there's a huge crowd that way as well. And of course, more people here as well. I'm literally just standing by the stage to cover the actual speeches for you guys, and then we're going to go around. I'm going to show you around again, the rest of the crowd. Mr. D says we're at Charlotte Church. Yeah. I think so, yeah.
I hope so.
Wow.
I hope there's somebody going to put Drakeford on the stick.
Well, I think everybody is fed up with him, to be perfectly honest.
Doesn't do anything for anyone. We can't even keep
I think they're getting ready now. The music has gone down.
Well, what does it say?
There we go.
Everything he does is against us rather than for us.
Nope, music is back. Yeah, this video is definitely getting blocked.
He saw I was in lockdown, he could.
Yeah, okay, once
But to be honest, just the image you need.
Oh yeah, the 20 pound.
Sound there.
And all the bloody bollards doing nothing.
Yeah, okay, let's say the batteries then.
Aren't you around media? Was.
Disgracefully let go.
President.
Sorry.
You probably don't need that.
I don't know, I'm worried about the
Oh yeah. Everyone's still waiting for the first speech to start. So far, everyone's just staring at those boots over there.
You can spell out DV. This is farming future.
Very civilized, very peaceful, very British.
He got up and made a speech, right? And he did it deliberately. He made a speech and they arrested him. I realised I couldn't do that in Parliament. He gave him a free speech. He gave him a Parliament.
So, can I just ask, are you guys farmers or supporting farmers? Or?
I'm a farmer. I'm a dairy farmer. Proper farmer.
Are you near Cardiff? Whereabouts are you?
Mid Wales.
And what happened that you said enough is enough? Is it because of Mark Drake not listening to any of you or anything else?
No, I'm here because of bovine tuberculosis
Yep.
and the lack of action on behalf of the Welsh Government on controlling the main vector of giving my cows TB. And I blame the Welsh Government entirely because they've known there's been TB in my patch for the last 10 years and they've done nothing about it.
Have they responded to any of the complaints?
I've written to Leslie Griffiths and she doesn't write back to me.
Oh wow. And Mark Draper has fled the country today anyway. So
I gather he has. Otherwise I think somebody might have had him stuck up here on the pole.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
he should at least be here to address us.
Well, he's a leader, he should lead.
He doesn't lead. I've never seen the man lead.
Yep.
Certainly not in COVID.
No, absolutely no. Well, he banned books. You couldn't buy books
He
from
banned
shops.
everything if he could. I think he should go back to Russia where he belongs to Mr. Putin.
Thank you very much. Are you also a farmer? Are you a farmer? Can I?
Yes.
So why are you here? Tell us exactly what's going on.
I'm here because enough is enough. We've got bovine tuberculosis, which is raging out of control. We got the NVZs coming in, which is just farmers, there's no money being put up by the government to help us meet these regulations, and now the SFS, where we're expected to take 20% of our land out of production and put it in to grow trees or habitat. What other businesses do you see taking 20% of their business out of production and doing that? So that's one of the reasons why I'm here today. Enough is enough.
Well, according to Mark Draper and his team, they were saying that the farmers have nothing better else to do with their time than be here. What do you think of that comment?
That is just it's trying to make us. It's making our farmers angry. It's just, we have got better things to be doing, but we're here because we want our industry to survive. I've got a three-week-old son at home. One day I hope he wants to farm, and I want to make sure the farming industry is vibrant and attractive for him to go into it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's go here. What's happening? Oh, they're starting now. There we go. We need translation, guys. Anybody in the live chat?
TB and we said the holiday. In the river was done, a Bemano Canigini. Pardon? When the river was done, a Bemano Canigini, Sumavenial, when in Dangos.
I think we're going to go back to English in a second. Don't worry, guys.
We protest to the throne, basically, so, as well, yeah. I'd like to welcome you all here to Cardiff Bay.
Here we go.
It's important. This is the democratic centre of Wales. This is where all the decisions are made. We need Thank you for that. I'll introduce myself. My name is Will Evans. I'm a BBC farmer from Eastwood Valley, just outside Aberystwyth, and it's a real honour to be standing here. It's been a real honour to chair the previous meetings. 1 month ago to tomorrow, I stood up on the country in Welsh and faced an audience of 1,100 farmers. And the momentum has moved on since then. And it's been a peaceful momentum. You kept credibility. You made a very strong statement. And more importantly, we've kept public support. So congratulate yourselves on that. Give yourselves all a big hand. As an industry, we should be proud of ourselves. We're the mainstay of the rural economy. And the show of force here today is absolutely, to stand in front of you here today is absolutely overwhelming. And you haven't even all arrived yet. There's still 26 buses on the way in, but we will have to carry. And also give the people in the landing sheds that can't be with us today. With us here today, and my wife being one of them, and my wife would really like to be with us today. I'd like to thank the organisers for organising this event today. It's not an easy feat to organise a large event like this in the centre of Cardiff, so da iawn nhw. I just want to do some housekeeping rules. Be polite. You might not agree with everybody's opinion, but we are farmers and we are a polite bunch. So please be polite when somebody says something that you don't totally naturally agree with. It's important that we keep our credibility as an industry moving forward. Right, I'm going to move on now to the first speakers. I just want to say something else. This is our battle, okay? This is the farmers' battle, and the allied industries battle, and rural Wales' battle, and nobody else, okay? So, leaders now to come to the floor. Mr. Ian McMahon from the FUW, Carmarthen is a farmer. Abby Reader on the local patch here, and Deputy President of NFU Cymru, and Mr. Nigel Owen to take the podium. Okay, if you'd like to come forward.
Are you watching on there?
Diolch Wyn. Prynawn da, mae amser brysur ffermwyr y Cymru. Diolch yn fawr i chi gyd yma i'r Senedd yng Nghaerdydd heddiw. Thank you very much for coming today. It's great to see so many people here. And what this is about, it's about working together, okay? We've come together today as a rural community. So, we all know the three issues we're here to talk about today. The big issues that have been with us, some of them have been with us for a long time, like TV, and will be with us for a long time unless we get some progress from the Welsh Government. MVZ regulations, that's something relatively new that's come in the last 3 or 4 years, but we're fighting against that as well. That's another big issue concerning all of our members and all the farmers here in Wales. And the third issue, of course, and that's where this has all come to a head really, isn't it? Is the government's SFS consultation. You know, I've travelled the length and breadth of Wales, as Abby has, and other farming leaders. We've been to those farmer meetings, presented the Welsh Government's consultation to members, and you can see the faces of those members in those meetings drop as we go through the consultation, okay? It's a lot to take on. There's a lot of issues in there. It's my job now, the same as Abby's job, the farming leaders, the farming unions, to work together with the Welsh Government to get a scheme that's workable for all the farmers of Wales. That's what we're going to try and do. And you guys being here today, as the meeting Welsh called, the meeting in Carmarthen, and those tractor protests that we've seen around Wales, that helps to strengthen our position, okay? That makes it easier when we go in those meetings. So instead of us just telling the Minister, well, this is what the industry thinks, this is what the industry thinks, you're getting that message across loud and clear today. So diolch yn fawr for coming, okay? So, this is about working together, okay? We're all in this together, as the saying goes, okay? There's strength in unity, okay? So we need to stick together. This is not about point scoring, this is about working together to get the right result for our industry and for our rural communities. A great example of that today is those rural businesses who have sponsored buses for people to come down from North Wales to far north. So we've heard the comment before, you know, well, why should farmers get support? It's that support that moves out into the rural economy. Those rural businesses or rely on farmers for their living and their income, and that's a really important message to get across here, and I think we're doing a great job of that today, guys, because we're all here and we're in it together. We're proud to be here, and we're prouder still to be feeding the nation, okay? It's about food production as well, that's what we do as farmers. So a huge thank you everybody, huge thank you to the public, as Gwyneth said earlier, for their continued support to the whole industry. I'm sure we're going to get that today, and we're going to continue to get that, but we get that by continuing with peaceful, law-abiding protest, okay? We get our message across, we're doing that job today. Just like to finish on one note then, you know, the FUW warned the Welsh Government not to awaken the sleeping Welsh dragon, okay? We've said it before, and I think that's very up to date. The dragon is now well and truly awake. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Amazing to stand here and look at all of you. It's putting the hairs up on the back of my neck. We are all stood here today because we're completely united. There are groups right across Wales. People have come down from the hills, the mountains, you've come out of the valleys, you've come off the coastal areas. Everybody has come here today to make sure that we make a statement. None of us should be here And we're remembering everybody who isn't here at the moment, the people that we've left behind in our lambing sheds and our calving sheds, those left behind trying to get crops out the field. Everybody is here in spirit, even if they're not here with us now, and it's a credit to the entire industry to just see the scene that is in front of me. I'm not going to lecture you as to why we're all here now, and it is about three things, whether it is bovine TV, whether it is increasing regulation, or whether it is to do with the sustainable farming scheme and the crazy farms and walk payments that seem to be rolling out in front of us. What is really, really important that all of you remember is that we are an ambitious industry. We are here every single day to make sure that we produce safe, traceable, nutritious and affordable food for people. We are here to make sure that we are looking after the environment, promoting biodiversity, and we are here to make sure that we meet those net zero commitments the society is asking us
She mentioned net zero. Not everybody's happy in the crowd.
Together. Every single one of you who has come here from rural Wales is here to support that.
There are people heckling in the audience. She's mentioning net zero, obviously.
We are looking for a Welsh government to listen to us. All of you have come here now to be listened to. That is all that we're asking. The only thing universal about this scheme at the moment is that it is universal for no one. It's not acceptable for anybody at this moment in time. Your voice is being heard behind the glass behind me. It will be heard.
Someone said no, it's not.
We have got a saying, which is we are Welsh farming. I can genuinely tell you today that you are Welsh farming. We will make sure that we get a result from this, because every single
She wants net zero, so
thank you.
Diolch yn fawr am gael y cyfle i fod yn siarad yn enni. Thank you very much for the honour of coming to speak to you here today. In 2015, I was very privileged to referee the World Cup final in Twickenham, the proudest moment of my career. But today, I'm even prouder to come and speak in front of good, decent people, and an honour to be here to speak and to support you today as a fellow farmer. I was brought up to the Council Estate in West Wales. My first dream as a little boy, as 8 years of age, was not to be a referee, but was to be a farmer. It's taken years and years of hard work to achieve that goal, to get a small holding and a small herd of pedigree heifers. And I do it because I care, because I'm passionate about the industry that we're in. Not just for our way of life, but without farmers there is no food. There can be no Six Nations game in Cardiff next Saturday against France if there is no referee. There can be no food on the table if there is no farmers. Can I also say as well that you must take huge credit for the way that you conducted yourself in the last few weeks and few months, in the protests that were going on, in the way that you had done that, peacefully and with integrity, with respect to others as well. Driving the tractors up the M4 from Croissant to Connabram, yet leaving the outside lane open that emergency vehicles or people who wish past could. That is why the majority of people in Wales are behind us and will support us, because of the way that you are conducting yourself. This should not be personal about individuals. Politics should not play a part in this. Yes, politics need to listen, but everybody should pull together and keep united for the future of farming here in Wales. In decades' time to come, We want to see people in those Wellingtons there, not empty ones. Not only is our livelihoods at stake with the loss of over 5,000 jobs, not only is it going to demise our communities, our culture, our history, our language. This is why it's important. There are things that we can do better as farmers. We have changed the way we do things, and we will continue to look after the countryside and the environment as we always have done. And all we want is to be treated fairly, a policy that is fair. There are a lot of things that are beneficial within the policies that's on offer, but there are some things that are not. And all we want is to sit down and find a way forward and work together. And that is all we want, and that is all we should expect. And the respect in doing that as well. It shouldn't matter who you are. It shouldn't matter where you come from, what the colour of your skin is, your sexual orientation, your religious beliefs, your political views. All that should matter is that we all are treated with respect and treated fair and given the same opportunities to live our lives and our livelihoods as we've always done. Continue to raise your voices, but to continue to do it in a respectful and peaceful way. And may I leave you with this thought. Not only do we have a responsibility in what we say or what we do, we sometimes have more of a one if we stand by and we say or do nothing. You have not stood by and done nothing. And you must continue to do that in the respectful way that you have done. Thank you for your time. Good afternoon. God bless.
And how do you follow that? Really difficult for me to follow that, but fantastic. Thank you, all three of the first speakers, for giving their insight and their knowledge into the industry. Okay, as many of you will be aware, there is a debate happening in this building behind us this afternoon. So it's only right that we do hear from some politicians.
Where's Drakeford?
The money.
Where's Drakeford?
Where the bloody hell is Drakeford? So can I ask first,
Andrew Davis from the Welsh Conservatives.
There
we go.
To come forward to give you a different reason. Good afternoon, everyone, and can I thank you all for coming here to Cardiff Bay today. But more importantly, can I thank you for what you do as a community. You feed the nation, you build communities across Wales, you strengthen those communities, but above all, by standing here today, you're sending a message to the Welsh Parliament and the Welsh Government that you're not happy. And you're not happy with the sustainable farming scheme. Are you happy with the sustainable farming scheme? No! You need to be louder than that, because Cathays Park, where the Welsh Government devised this scheme, is across the other end of Cardiff. Are you happy with the sustainable farming scheme? I think you might have just about heard that. But what we as an industry do is make sure that we provide the food for this nation while protecting the environment. And above all, what we must continue to do and be allowed to do is produce that food, protect our environment, and allow the next generation who will wear those shoes and boots to come forward and farm like we have and our predecessors before us.
And when you have a scheme on the table that talks about taking 5,500 farmers out of existence, reduces cattle numbers by 125,000, takes out 800,000 sheep, and takes £200 million out of the economic output of the rural economy, then that really does put a question mark over where we're going as a country and where we're going as an industry. And I give you this commitment that from the Welsh Conservatives' perspective, we will work with any politicians to make sure we secure that future and make that gain. And whilst the Welsh Government made an announcement yesterday on TV and on looking at NVZs, regrettably as we stand here today, nothing has changed. And it's still the case that NVZs and the lack of progress on TB have also caused you to come here today and let your presence be felt and heard. Now what we want to make sure is that that presence manifests itself into change. So do you want to see change in the sustainable farming scheme? Yes! Do you want to farm for the future and for this country? Yes! And above all, do you believe that you are the best farmers in the world who produce the best food in the world? Then let's make change happen and let's get this scheme right so that we can carry on doing what we do best, which is farm and care for our environment. Thank you once again, and you conducted yourselves marvellously. Let's continue that and make sure our voices are heard loud and clear. Thank you.
Andrew Davies seems popular with the crowd.
It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. Gadwch i mi ddeud hyn, does yna ddim Cymru heb eich gwlad. There is no Wales without rural Wales.
Thank you.
It's not mine. We cannot have a vibrant rural Wales without its governments here in Cardiff and in Westminster being willing to be champions for it and backing it at every turn. That is a clear message here on the steps of the Senedd today. From the food on our tables, to our living communities and to our rural environments and the health of biodiversity in rural Wales, it is agriculture that binds all of this together, that cares for this, that produces it. And I see you all here today.
While we listen to the speech, let's actually walk around. I'm going to show you around again with all the different signs.
My good friends here from across Wales today. And I see real determination. And I look across the generations in my own family. My grandparents, hard-working tenant farmers on the hills of Meirionnydd. We owe it to them, those who have gone before us. And I look at the next generation, my own son studying for a degree in agriculture, and his generation, and I look at my niece and my nephews, and at their determination to want to put down their own roots, to be the future of agriculture, and to be the future of our rural economies and our rural communities. We owe it to all of them. We win this fight for rural Wales by acting together, just as you've come together here on the steps of the Senedd today. And it gives me so much pleasure and gives us so much strength to be here standing with you. But let's celebrate the fact that so many people have made the journey here today. Let's make our plea that enough is enough, one that is impossible to ignore. You can, and importantly, we together can make that difference and achieve that change. On SFS, on regulations, on TB, we in Plaid Cymru will be your voice, speaking on your behalf in that Senedd today, because enough is enough. Digon yw digon, a diolch I bob un ohonoch chi.
Well, everybody, what an experience this is. I'm a politician, yes. Secondly, first, I'm a farmer's son. And one word that has resonated with me throughout this whole debate is that of community. That community that we get our strength from. And we'll hear some powerful and passionate and emotive stories later, but let me share with you mine. Some years ago, when my father took ill and he was lying in intensive care, it was the farming community who helped
a lot more
us take
people
cattle down to
over
Whitwood
here as
Park to
well.
sell. When my father was in intensive care, it was the farming community, our farming friends, who helped feed us by making sure that there was food on our table when we came back from Whitwood Hospital. It is because of those farming friends, because of those farming colleagues.
And these guys have beer.
I stand here today in
Fully
solidarity
equipped.
with each and every single one of you against what this Welsh Government is proposing.
Well, they found beer, I need to find beer.
Scheme, against bovine TB and against the NVZs.
There you guys. Okay, the rain is getting crazy. I'm going to go that way. There's a huge crowd over there as well. Hopefully you can still see hear the speech. Oh, hi, that's 1 sec, sorry. Hello there, thank you. Oh, we got a lot of Tousi TV supporters, obviously. Let's go here. We got the communists. What does that say? No trust in capitalists. Yeah, Tousi TV. Of course, when there's a protest, there is always a communist. Although, as you can see, the table is very quiet. Not many people are paying attention to it. Why would a communist come here? Oh, that is hilarious. I've literally now seen everything in my life. I don't know if you can see the rain. It's absolutely insane. Look at the crowd from here. There are more people here as well.
Please take that pride forward today, knowing you've been part of something special. February 28th, 2024. Let's all go home and remember and speak to those who
Everybody's braving the weather. Oh, there's more people in that corner as well. Wow. Look at this sign. Brilliant turnout in Cardiff outside the Senate. Let's go here. And just quickly, while we're here, actually let's have a look at this one as well. Without farmers, will be unemployed and claiming benefits instead of paying for them. Perfect, thank you. All right, now that we're here, have a look at. Hi there. Have a look at this beautiful, beautiful view. Take a bit of a tour of Cardiff as well while we're here. Why not? I'm just going to give you a summary of what you missed. All right, so essentially, I can't even see the camera anymore. The rain. Over the last couple of days, we had the Welsh administration and Mark Drake, for the First Minister, coming out to insult the farmers who are protesting, saying that apparently the farmers have nothing else to do, nothing better to do than come and protest. And actually, we spoke to some of the farmers. They said, well, yes, we don't want to do this. But they're not listening to us. The Welsh administration, they're going with globalist policies. Of course, there were one of the speakers was actually defending net zero. She got booed by the rest of the crowd. Not everybody was happy about that. But having said that, of course, these guys are protesting against a number of issues, including obviously the subsidies and TB, and when it comes to globalism in general. But the biggest problem is that politicians inside that building, Senate, they're not listening. Now, we have some assembly members from different parties, like the Conservatives, for example, who have come out to show support. but they're not in government here, so they're not really in charge. But they are saying that they support the farmers. Obviously, politicians, when they're campaigning, when they're in opposition, they always show support to any campaign. But when they get into power, that's a different question, isn't it? The phone is completely getting wet and destroyed. I'm struggling to actually continue this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a break, wait for towards the end of the protest, and we're going to try and come back and speak to some more farmers like earlier. Right now, it's not looking too good. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. And we're going to come back shortly, hopefully. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.